There we go. Excellent. Okay. So there we go. So let's start with the word of prayer, and then we're going to get on with our party. Dear gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for this company. Thank you for a chance where we get to enrich other people's lives, where we get a chance to see the beauty that you made in each of us, and you allow that to shine through in the mirror. For our winners tonight, Lord, thank you that you allowed them to experience you working through them this year. For those that did not have the year that they wanted, Lord, give them encouragement that each time it could be a setup for the comeback that is to come. Lord, I just thank you so much for this group of people. I thank you for all the ways that they live, and together that we are better together. We bring this to you, our Heavenly Father. Amen. Okay, thank you all so very much. Those of you who were over on the Jewel national page that we literally just got done with our national awards area. And I just want to say, wow, thank you. As your director, thank you. Thank you. There is no way without you all that we would have not. We were the top in unit recruiting. We were the top in unit sales. And that's y'all. Okay, that is not me. That is y'all. And so,
husband and wife.
You guys, we have never. We've never swept. I am just saying we've never swept. And the fact that you guys allowed me to be your director and we could sweep the Jewel National stage, I am so humbled to be your director. And for those of you who were in on the voting for Miss Go Give, the answer is I did win. So thank you for that as well. That was truly a surprise, and I'm also humbled that you allowed that to be factual as well. Of all the awards, that is not one that you can work for. That is one that your peers vote on you. So I am humbled that you guys would speak that out over me as well. So talk about speaking out and over, where I want to start our party tonight. Hopefully, I'll cross your fingers because now's when screen sharing is supposed to happen. So we're gonna hope it works. I do not have a Maddie. If you were on the national area, you'll know why I get to go. I'm just hoping this works. So here we go. Where I would like our party to start tonight is I want to shout out our amazing angels that have been with us this entire last year. We are getting more and more angels that are a part of our area, but these four have been with us this entire year. Judy actually let me know that, Judy, what is it, 8 years you said? 8 years?
6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
Next week.
6 years. Judy found me, and she said, "Will you be my director? Will you love on me here since my director's not here?" How can we not love on Judy is what I'd like to know. But she chose me. Judy, I just want to shout out to you to say thank you for being willing to follow me. Thank you for being willing to allow me to be your director when it looked like I was just taking a walk and nobody was following. It was many a night that it was you and me at the meeting, but yet you were there speaking words of encouragement. You watched the teddy bears sit in the seats many a nights because it was just us. But you worked your business, you listened, you helped me find words to help encourage others. So I just want to thank you for your years of being a part of our unit, and you will always be an amazing angel, and I am so honored to be your angel director. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next, I want to shout out. What?
I said, and that is why you're Miss Go Give. Thank you.
Next, I want to shout out Miss Suzette and her beautiful daughter, Kristen. Kristen, her tenacity, her willingness to just show up. I don't want to guess how many times she showed up on a cart, on crutches, or whatever. It didn't matter. She was still coming. And I love that about her. I love that, this may not be her first and main squeeze, but she never lowered it so low that it wasn't important. And so I love her perspective. I love the fact that she is reaching out and just working her business the way that she wants to work it. So Kristen, I thank you for the number of nights that you're on our Facebook Lives and presenting products. I love your energy for that. So thank you for being one of the amazing angels this year. And of course, her mama, for those of you who don't know the story, her mama thought she was going to clean my house. Anybody who's going to clean my house, needs to be prayed over. But then she realized that she could actually earn money in Mary Kay. She has actually been in Mary Kay longer than me, but she was never told how. Well, I will tell you that she listens extremely well. She follows directions and she takes ideas. And considering the number of teammates that she has on the call tonight, I think that should tell you exactly the type of people that she attracts. Earlier this afternoon, we found out that she actually, this is month 2 for her being on target for her car. She's already completed 1 month of her car. She already has 1 month done. Check. It's in the books. It's done. She has 1 month done. She is now solid on month 2 already. So she is actually on target for that first director car. And her team have already made themselves, they are just waiting for August 1 to show up that she can declare to go DIQ and join us as a director. So I am so proud of you. I am so thankful for your creativity. Don't ask how ugly all of our presents would be without you. You have stretched me to find my creativity. And so I just thank you for being you, Suzette, and for all that you do for our unit. And we're so humbled that you are part of our angel group as well. And then there's our amazing Bazina. One, she forgives us for all the ways that we say her name wrong. So I just want to say, thank you for the grace that we can kill it, and you still love us in spite of us crucifying it all the time. I also want to say the way that you step up, and you've already won. This is your second diamond ring, is that correct? Diamond ring number 2?
No, it's the first one.
First one. So you and Suzette are both finished. You both finished your first diamond rings. Whoop, whoop. We get more diamonds in the house. They're so fun. I will tell you, they're fun to wear diamonds. So I love that. But every week when you would come, work could be frustrating, but you would still figure out a way. You were always up there competing for queen, and you would stretch the unit to say, hey, if you want to be queen, you got to actually be working your business. You can't just be sitting back and doing nothing. So I'm just so thankful for you. I'm thankful that you sought me out and said, hey, would you be willing? And of course, there was no way that I could say no to you, because your energy and positivity and your willingness to just learn. Our angels, you guys make us better. And I thank you that you chose us. We could be nothing but more thankful. So one thing that I want to have happen tonight is we recognize our queen and recognize groups. If you will, over in the chat, if you will just drop messages to each other about what's going on. So if you love one of our angels, go ahead and make a comment out over there. If you're one of our new angels, that you're on Suzette's team, I cannot wait. It's so fun getting to know you guys. It is an honor to be your director as we watch you bloom into your own area and things like that. But I seriously, I'm going to teach you guys how to actually keep the comments. So I want to let this be a place for you to receive some written affirmations for each other. So, okay, those of you driving, you have excuses why not to do this, okay? Do not get in an accident, okay? You are forgiven, no comments needed. Thank you. But those of you sitting someplace, use your fingers, okay? Use your fingers. I'd like you to affirm each other. And just understand, though, if everybody hasn't had a chance to get to know each other yet, that is the community of being a part of Mary Kay that I'm so excited that you guys get to be a part of that. So, okay, so how about if we get on to winning some prizes and things like that? I'd have to say yesterday, Friday, was probably one of my favorite days ever in Mary Kay. Yesterday I got to play, I guess I'll call it Pink Claws. I got to go out and deliver packages to people. And so first of all, I want to say thank you to all of you that were home, that I could drop packages at your place. Thank you that if you've opened them, you haven't told me you opened them, because I asked you to not open them. So thank you for that, Grace. And so it was so fun seeing you. Since COVID, it has been so hard that we haven't had a chance to see each other. So it was awesome to see you. And for all of those of you that were brave enough to hug, it warmed my heart. So thank you for that as well. So, okay, we're gonna try some more screen sharing. We're gonna see what we can do to actually get onto some awards here for who you are. If anybody ever wants to step up and volunteer to be, you know, Mary's technical person, Mary would be so darn excited if someone wanted to take over and be Mary's tech person. I'm just saying, I'm just going to throw that out there, that if anybody ever wants to be a tech person, Mary's going to receive that. So you guys all get to watch this happen. So, okay, we're going to hope that these are in order, because they were supposed to be in order. So we're going up. No, well, I guess that's the one we're doing now. Okay, so we're going to start with our 12-month consistency achiever. Okay, this, I seriously want everybody to make a huge comment over in the comment section. Do you see this lovely lady on the screen? Do you see her? Okay, do you see Vicki Smith? I know that some of my angels probably have done this as well, but I want to shout this lady out because this is the third year in a row. Third year in a row, every single month, a consistent $600 without a miss, without a miss. Third year, solid, in a row, every single month. That is what Vicki Smith does. Vicki Smith. So over in your comments, if you have understand.
Way to go.
Yeah, absolutely, way to go. I also want to shout out that she has had a high stress job, okay? She is an accountant with a company that may not always appreciate all the amazingness that she is, but she still doesn't let that deter her from loving on her people. And so I mean, if you saw on the Jewel National page, you saw how many of us won 1B or 2Bs, you know, B Achievements, got the jewelry from the company. She once again did all 12. And this was the first year for a while. She was the only one this year that actually got orders turned in every single month. She did all 12 yet again. So Miss Vicki, are you on? I think I saw that you were on. So if you will do me a favor, if you will unmute. Vicki, if you will unmute.
Hey, hi y'all.
There you are, our queen, our lovely Miss Consistent Queen. Would you give a couple words of advice of what it is to be consistent, or what it's meant to you and your customers for you to be consistent this long?
I think everybody tried to help me, and when in the month I would, you know, ask people for orders, and when all the catalogs went out, I'd make sure I'd follow up with people and ask them if they would like to try something new. And I think that that's what helped me. And I have a couple of customers that are just, they love Mary Kay. So that's helped quite a bit. And also I use it all. So that's part of it too. Helps a lot. And I give Mary Kay as gifts. That's what all of my friends get, is Mary Kay, and they look for it. So that's basically what I've done.
Excellent. Well, I don't know about you, but I think to have somebody leading the pack like Vicki, to consistently put that bar out there. Our goal is 600 per month. Our goal is 600 per month. Not only keeps you on target to be a star every quarter, it also just, you know, gives you a line in the sand to go for. This year, in addition that she earned, last year that she earned all 12 of the B jewelry, there was 3 extra bonus prizes that she qualified for. So she qualified for the fall consistency, for the consistency challenge in the spring, and of course the seminar challenge as well. So Vicki, So, so proud of you. Also, would just like to shout out to all of you. July is the first month for consistency. July is the first month for consistency, okay? So July is the first month. If you would like to be like Miss Vicki and be that consistent all year, July is your first month to do that. So July is your first month. You need to turn in at least your 600, and we get those amazing starlet, those sparkle earrings, because this year the theme is sparkles. So I look forward to all of you guys sparkling on stage with us to be a part of that. So yes, let's give out one more shout out to Vicki as we jump to a different screen. Let's see how this is, seriously. Okay, so the next category, we're gonna, you know what? These were supposed to have been labeled. Do you guys understand why it might be helpful to have a technical person for Mary in the future? Can I just get a thumbs up that a technical person might be helpful for Mary during a words time? I'm just, when I'm not with you guys, I'm sorry. See, this I can fake in person, but it's not as easy to fake it in front of a screen. So here we go. We're gonna go to whatever category number 3 picture is. So number 3 picture is, oh, Princess Court. Sure, let's talk about selling next. Okay, so I want to give a huge shout out. We had 6 people earn Duchess or Princess Court. Duchess Court is people that ordered at least 10,000 retail, up to 1,000, up to 19,000, and then Princess Court are people that earned that sold over 20,000 to not quite to Queen's Court. As you heard me say, we want to shout out Bazina and Suzette. They actually were in the Queen's Court, so they actually were in the 40,000 category. And I believe, if I remember hearing right, Judy, you're in the Princess Court, if I remember right. I think that's what I heard you say.
Yes.
As my angel people, I don't actually get to see your numbers, so I just kind of get to guess on occasion. So, but I want to give a huge shout out to these 6. When you guys go to open your bags, there's going to be a fun gift for all of you in your gift bags that I got to deliver yesterday, to be a part of that. So as we are doing this, I would like to also do our countdown for our top 5. Okay, so the top 5 in personal sales. Okay, in top 5 in the number 5 position or 4th runner up to the Queen. Let's give a huge shout out to Miss Latoya Davis. Miss Latoya.
Yay, Latoya! Woohoo!
In our number 3rd runner up to the Queen, or number 4th position, let's give a huge shout out to Miss Christy Orcutt.
Yay!
Miss Christy, so excited. In our number 3 position, 2nd runner up to the Queen, our Queen of Consistency, Miss Vicki Smith. Let's hear it for Vicki. Okay, so now for our runner-up to the Queen and our Queen position, they were both in, like I said, they were both in the they were in the Princess Court of Sales. So this year in our Princess, our runner-up to the Queen, and in our 2nd position overall for Unit Court of Sales, let's give a huge shout out to Miss Teresa Delis.
Yay!
Awesomeness, awesomeness. I want to give and then for our Queen of this category, Miss Queen, get ready. I'm going to have you come on to mic in just a second. Our Queen for Court of Selling is Miss Sophia Gunter. And I want to shout this out. Understand, she wasn't in the business the whole year.
Wow.
Okay, so just to let you know, she did this in less than 12 months. So I'm going to stop our screen sharing here for a second. We are going to pull our Queen onto the forefront. Miss Sophia, please unmute. Will you tell us what you did and what excited you about the products, et cetera, our lovely Queen? And yes, your prize is in the bucket. One of your Queen prizes is.
Oh, okay. Really, I love the product. And when I share the product, I am not shy about sharing the product and talking about it. So, I mean, that really has to do with a lot of my sales, is just when I go anywhere, the gas station, grocery store, to go out to eat at the restaurant, to talk to the waitresses, the cashiers, fuel attendants, just everywhere, everywhere. Anybody who's sitting in the cashier's cage, I go and I talk to them, and I'm just the sample queen. So I just give out samples and talk, and I'm just a collector of names, addresses, and just share a lot about about Mary Kay and how much I love it.
Excellent. Will you share, just because I know this to be fact, when you started your business back in September, this being a selling person for Mary Kay was not exactly your goal?
No, it was not. I love the products. That's what brought me to Mary Kay, and I wanted the discount. I joined for the discount. And I had the lotion in my purse one day, and I had no intentions of selling, of actively just selling. Pulled out the lotion. I was in line, I think it was at Kroger. Cashier was waiting on me there, and I pulled it out and put it on my hands, started to put it back in my bag, and she said, "Oh, that smells wonderful. What is that?" And I showed her, and she said, "Oh, that really smells good." So I gave her some, and then, of course, this was before COVID, so I gave her some of mine. Anyway, she was like, "Oh, that's great. This is great. I love this." She said, Where can I get this? And I said, "Well, it's Mary Kay. How much is it?" And I said, "Well, it's $12 a bottle. Can you get me one?" "Well, yeah, I can get you one." So it was just that easy, just talking about the product and how much I liked it and sharing it. And I think it was over 24 hours. I sat and I counted. It was either 6 or 8 lotions that I sold, because after that I tried sharing it with people, with everybody, for the rest of the day. So that's what got me to sell.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that tip and trick about how to do that. I will have to say, if you want a tip from your director and from your newest director, both of us started selling with hand cream. That was exactly what was in my purse as well. That was my first little, "You want some?" And mine was sitting at the kids' ball games, because we were bored sitting on we were excitedly watching our children's sporting events. That's what we were doing. We were excitedly watching all the games. And so that is how I would share the hand lotions. So just to kind of just an idea of a tip and trick from that. So yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Bazina, for putting it in there where you came in for your quarter sales. I love that. Suzette and any of my other angels, if you know where you ended up for the year, please fill in the blanks, because that is something I seriously can never see. So if you want to help us celebrate you, and then of course, Star Catchers, as you seeing those numbers pop up, make sure we're celebrating them, because this is a big deal. This is, not only is it a chance for us to share the product, use the product, but this is a way that we make money. So I thank you guys all for that. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if I can persuade my computer to show me something else. Okay, let's see what number 4 is. Number 4, oops, let's know that yet. That was Queen of Sales. We know that. We knew that, right? We just knew that, right? Look at that. Look at that great picture. Did I not do a great? I was supposed to do that last time. Isn't she cute? Look at her, Queen of Sales. Woohoo! I promise at some point we'll send that to you. Okay. Now you guys know why you're supposed to help Mary with certain things. Okay, let's see. Well, we knew that too, but let's build it up a little bit more than that. There we go. Court of sharing. Do you guys see all of the pictures that are on this category? This, I'd have to say, is probably one of the things that excited me most about 2020 for me. Last year, I and one other person recruited the entire year. Do you guys see? I'm not even pictured, but there's 10 other people that shared this opportunity that was a Star Catcher last year. 10 other people shared the opportunity with other people that helped other people learn about the Mary Kay opportunity. So I just wanted to do a little shout out on that. Adoptees, if you added people to your team over the last, between last July 1 to June 30th. Those of you who are new and you're adding in this July, don't add those yet because we celebrate those in 2021. But adoptees, if you added people last year, make sure you're putting that over in the celebration bar for us. But I want to also tell a little bit of the story of Sophia. Okay, so if you notice on the chart, there's a girl named Stephanie. Everybody see Stephanie's beautiful picture? Those of you who have been with me for a while, you recognize Stephanie. She's been with us in the team, out of the team for about the last 10 years. So I've been in 11. She came in shortly after. Her daughter and my son, my middle son, went to school together. They went to pre-K4 together and went through most of St. Paul together in the same class. So Stephanie and I have known each other for years. Stephanie last year kind of had one of those interesting years. Every year, Stephanie, during those 10 years, about Christmas time, she would have an amazing party. Sophia, give me a thumbs up if that's a way for me to say that. There would be an amazing party about December time. And at that party would be Rachel and Sophia. Every year, she would have this just totally, and when I mean amazing, usually verging on 1,500 or so in sales, one party, okay? Every year she would have that. Last year, when we were finishing up our Equinox in about September, Stephanie was one of the people that was working to become a Red Jacket Hall of Fame people, because Julia was just introducing that. So everybody who got their 3 by the end of September got to be a part of the Hall of Fame and all of that. So Stephanie was thinking about doing that. So when we were in person, she invited Rachel to one of our live events. And then Rachel went, well, life has kind of been interesting for Stephanie. You mean if I order, I can get my product whenever I want my product. I don't need it to be convenient for Stephanie. I can just get my product. Rachel decided to sign up on Stephanie's team, 1, to help her out a goal, but 2, to be a little bit more convenient for Rachel. Rachel then shared the opportunity for that amazing discount, which you just heard her say, that's why she joined, with Sophia. So understand that our Queen of Sales person got introduced to being on our team because somebody's life got interesting. Is there anybody else who can say that right now during COVID, their life is interesting? So sometimes it isn't about that you're sharing because you're out to earn a diamond, or that you're out and then you're trying to whatever. Stephanie shared because it was more convenient for her customers to be able to get their products. And that's what she did when she shared. So Stephanie shared with Rachel, Rachel shared with Sophia. And then Sophia decided to, blow it up. So we're excited about that as well. But I just wanted to share a little bit of that story. Speaking of people that kind of blew up this year, did some amazing things. I talked about the Red Jacket Hall of Fame. I want to shout out on this chart, on our chart, I want to give a huge shout out to both LaToya and Sophia, that they actually are members of the Red Jacket Hall of Fame for the national area. They get extra perks and surprises because what they did, LaToya joined the same time I did when Julia introduced it, and we had 90 days, and boom, she made it happen. That she was, and I want to shout out that she was the only consultant that did it at that time. Other than that, it was only directors. So if you want to give a little love shout out there to Miss LaToya on that. Sophia did it you have 90 days. She did it in exactly 71. So she is a record holder in our unit area of who did her red jacket the fastest. So we are excited about that. Speaking of red jackets, Christy is a red jacket on Sophia's team. So we want to give a huge shout out to that as well. And Elle is the newest of our red jackets. So FYI, when you go to open your goodie bags, people, there is a special surprise in there for all of our red jackets. So one of your goodies will be a goodie because you chose to share with at least 3 people last year and that they joined your team. So I just want to give a huge shout out to our red jackets. So it is time to now crown our queen of sharing. So I also want to say this is the first time I've actually got to do all 4 runner-ups, okay? Usually, like I said, it's me, myself, and I sharing. This year, I actually had, look at this, there's more than 5 of you. Can you tell? Mary is dog excited that, yes, Star Catchers, can I just say, can this be our blow it up category? I love it that we sell, but can we sell the product and the opportunity equally in the same? And that's my shout out to all of you adoptees and the Moon Ropers. Let's see what we can do to blow this category up. Let's just kind of have some fun being the ones that share the product and the opportunity equal in the same. So in our, for this, in our number 5 position, which is in the 4th position, runner up to the queen, we want to give a huge shout out to Miss Lindy Talbot. Lindy Talbot, she joined my team and then she decided that she wanted to share this opportunity with another teacher buddy. So let's give a huge, she just started, so let's give a huge shout out to Miss Lindy. She is number 5, the 4th runner up to queen. Let's give a huge shout out to Miss Lindy in the court of sharing. In the number 4, number 3 position, we want to give a huge shout out to Miss Latoya Davis. Yay, Miss Latoya, love it. Did you see that? Here she is, not only selling the products, but selling the opportunity, making sure that she is sharing that, and she has some amazing team members as well. So way to go, Miss Latoya. In the number 3, second runner up, we have this Elle Lucas. Miss Elle Lucas is in the next position, so let's give a huge shout out to Miss Elle Lucas and her amazing team. In the second runner up to the queen, Miss Lawana Owens. Okay, I want you to see a theme here, Miss Lawana Owens. The first runner up to the queen is Miss Christy Orcutt. And guess who that leaves as our queen? Oh yeah, she earned her own diamond ring, diamond bumblebee, just for the record. She earned her bumblebee this year before I did. I want to give her a huge shout out. But did you notice that we have Luana, Christy, and Sophia? That is one, that they're all on Sophia's team. So I'm just saying, Star Catchers, we have a little bit of holes to fill here, but I totally think we're gonna do it as well. So Miss Sophia, congratulations for being our queen as well. I'm gonna go ahead and let you unmute again and talk to us about what it's meant to build your team during COVID, during all of this as well.
Well, I've gotten to share, and I've gotten the pleasure of having a team to go with me. And it's wonderful to have people to share with you, to share the parties, the facials, the learning experiences, and just sharing how much you love to use the product. And it's always better when you have more people with you.
Sophia, what I loved, so many things about how you lead, but what I really loved is that it's not that you thought you knew it, you invited others to learn it with you. Okay, if you didn't hear anything else about how she shared this opportunity, she didn't go in believing that she knew it all, or that she had her, okay, she does probably have her act all together, but she never let that be her excuse of why she did it. She just said, here, come learn this with me. Come try this with me. It's more fun if we do it in a herd. Probably one of my favorite comments is, girls, come on, think about it. We're out at a restaurant or out at wherever, and we have to go to the restroom. We ask somebody to go with us, okay? So if we're willing to take someone to a restroom, I mean, a restroom's fine, but isn't Mary Kay really more fun than a restaurant? I mean, a restroom? I mean, come on, work with me on that one. I think so. So it is not, you know, everybody who we offer the opportunity to with and everybody who signs their beauty agreement may not stay with us forever. And guess what? That is totally okay. Did you hear that because my friend Stephanie's life got interesting, she shared it with a friend who shared it with a friend to now somebody who is a brand new sales director and is earning her first Mary Kay car. Okay, I want you to cast that vision out there. It's not because Stephanie's life was together. Okay, she shared it in spite of it. So I just, you know, it's COVID. It is lots of interesting things going on. To me, this is the perfect time for you all to be sharing and building your teams, okay? Because it's interesting. And guess what? Mary Kay built a business for such an interesting time as that. So, okay, is it true that I got a message that if I share the screen, you can't see the pictures? Is that true? You can't? Well, why did someone not tell me that till now? You guys, that wasn't very nice. Okay,
Well,
we're
we
gonna
did
try
in
this
the
again.
messages, but you weren't listening.
Well, okay, well, it's just mine. There we go. Okay. Oh, you're right. My phone did just blow up. Okay. Thank you all for trying to. Okay, we're going to try this one more time and see if you guys can see what I'm seeing. Well, I guess then you don't really know if I'm how bad I'm failing at some of this. Okay, so if I do this. Nope, we've already done that picture. Okay, I want to do this one. Nope. Okay. Never mind. Okay, we're just going to stop it. We're just going to go. Never mind. You don't get to see pictures. We get to see each other. We're way more interesting than my pictures anyway. I will just post my pictures later on Starcatcher. It's going to make you guys go up to the Starcatchers page again anyway. Okay, the next group that I want to recognize, the next photo that I was going to talk about. I want to talk about those of you who share the product and the opportunity equal and the same. Did you notice that of the top 5, 3 people were in both courts? Did you notice that? 3 people were in both courts. You know, one of the honors that I did get to represent us at the Jewel National area is what's called a triple star. A triple star is an award that's given to a director when we earn our diamond ring, when we earn our diamond bumblebee, and when our unit does at least 300,000 or more. I love these 3 ladies because they're following by example to push themselves to make sure that they're excelling in both selling and sharing. I'm not saying that, hey, excelling in one and not the other is a bad thing, because that's totally not it. But do you understand that to do both, that does require a little extra effort. Suzette and I were having the conversation a little earlier because, you know, we just told her that we just said that she won her diamond ring, right? You know, remember? Everyone give me a thumbs up. We just talked that Suzette's actually earned her first diamond ring. But now she's working to become a director. And she just said, she goes, you know what? My sales are just not quite the same as what they used to be. And I go, I know that feeling. Because to keep both equal and balanced, it is just a different level of your business. And so I want to give a huge shout out to not only Sophia, but to Christy Orcutt and to LaToya Davis, because they appeared in the top 5 in both categories. So let's give a huge, huge shout out. Remember when I say shout out, you're doing this and you're doing this. Remember this, you're typing as well. You're giving them words of affirmation. Come on, people, we need some more words of affirmations as we're going for that. Okay, another category that I want to give a huge shout out to is to our all-stars. Remember, we had consistency that some people were doing 600 per month. We also had people that actually earned they were a star consultant every quarter that they were in. Okay, so if we're gonna start with our 2 that were 4-star quarters, so I wanna give a huge, if you will help me give a huge round of a shout out to both Vicki Smith and Teresa Delis. They were 4-star all-stars, okay? They earned a bonus prize. So I just want to give a huge consistency shout out to them. So give them some love and some shout outs. And one thing I love about our company is they will also help us celebrate people that are new. So I want to give a shout out also that both Sophia and Christy are considered all stars because they were only in for 3 of the 4 quarters. They were not in here last July, so they couldn't have been a 4-star quarter. So as soon as they got in, they did sell themselves up to quarters. So they also earned the category of being all stars. So both Sophia and Christy will also be earning an extra bonus star prize that in our packets of stuff that will be coming to join us. I also want to shout out, do you want to hear how amazing our angels are? Bozina, Judy, and Suzette were also 4-star all-stars. Can we hear it for all of these people that love this product enough that they're selling and that they're working to keep that category as well? So I love that this is one of those things that we are absolutely totally known for and to be a part of it. Okay. Yes, you got the round pink bag. Good job on that as well. Okay. So we've had our selling. We've had our sharing. Does anybody happen to know what is considered the top award in Mary Kay? What is considered the top award in Mary Kay? Go ahead and either unmute and say what it is or type it. I'm gonna wait.
Go Give.
Go Give. And Miss Judy, would you be so kind, or Bozina, one of you guys that have been in for a little while, will somebody give what you remember of the history, or what is Go Give and what does it mean?
Okay, Miss Go Give was inspired by National Sales Director Susie Vickers, who was brutally murdered in Dallas. But she was an awesome Mary Kay angel, helping other Mary Kay consultants and directors, and she put her heart on her sleeve, and it didn't matter how late she had to stay up or how far she had to drive. She was totally dedicated to helping other people and to improving other people's lives and to give women hope to succeed in life and to be business owners. And in her honor, Mary Kay created Miss Go Give Award.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Yes, Judy, would you like to add something?
I would just like to say, and that's why I was so proud of you tonight, because you are well deserved of that honor. Like I said, we've been together for 6 years, and you've been over backwards to help me and to help your team also. So that is a true Go Give spirit, and it's an honor to be there and to be with somebody that is honored with that title. So thank you, Mary.
Thank you. Okay, so what I want to do with this, yes, I was totally surprised, humbled, all of the above, that was an award that I won for the Jewel National area. But what I want to do over in the comments right now, I want you to shout out each other, okay? I want you to shout out each other. This, like I said, I'm going to teach everybody how to actually get these comments, because someone actually taught me, so I know how to do this now. But what I want you to do is, what is it about, what is it about Judy? What is it about Vicki? What is it about Teresa, Christy? Even if you don't know somebody that well, hey, I've noticed you jumping on the screen, or, you might want to shout out your recruiter or whatever. I'm going to give us a few moments because I want the comments. I want you, one, to remember to affirm each other, okay? Even if we don't get to physically see each other. But the other part of it is that is one of the things that Mary Kay, the company, is known for, that helps us stand out compared to other companies. One thing that another thing that we're known for how we present ourselves. Thank you guys for all the comments for about how well I do actually clean up when I clean up. Yeah, when I actually put all my makeup on and lipstick. Would you guys all tell Judy Stats I had lipstick on? Will you guys all just send her a note? Mary had lipstick on. No one had to tell me. I put it on all by myself. Is how well we present ourselves compared to some of the other direct selling companies. Because you know what, we want to take pride in who we are. We want to be able to see the beauty in the mirror. We want to be able to enjoy that. But we also want to help pull that out of others. And that is part of practicing giving affirmations to people that you know well and people you don't know well yet. I will tell you that, part of that is learning how to, be the one to stick your hand out. And maybe that is making a comment to somebody that, hey, I don't know Cassandra all that well yet, but hey, I'd like to get to know you. And this might be one of those moments that you get to start making another Mary Kay friendship. If any of you guys that were watching the Jewel National area, in the consultant's court of selling, when you watched Brandy and Cheryl, which ended up being our queen and runner up, I have watched those two. They met, I want to say it was 6 years ago now at seminar, was the first chance that they met. By default, because they were trying to figure out roommates, they ended up being roommates by accident. And now you've watched 6 years of people building each other up. And then they got to share the throne together. So this is part of that Mary Kay sisterhood. So I just kind of want to say, hey, put those comments out there. And we're going to pray that how they've taught me how to do it works, that you guys all get the comments. If not, I know since I'm recording, I know that I can send it out afterwards. So speaking of Miss Go Give, usually this is one of those things that either we vote on, or sometimes just as an obnoxious leader, I just back up and say, you know what, just in case. Not that I didn't trust that everybody would vote for it, but sometimes people are doing some things behind the scene that not everybody else gets to see, not because the person is trying to let anybody see it, because in all honesty, this person is probably doing everything in their power that nobody does get to see what she's doing. But this person, in my mind, if I had to say who was a spark plug, who was somebody that helped us spark to have a year like we've never had before. In case you didn't hear, the Star Catchers, we did 600% more than we did last year. 600% more, just for the record. The other thing I want to say about that, if last year was not your best year, I will honestly also say to you, I believe that God is setting you up for a great year. Last year was not, 2020 was our best year, but seminar 2019 was not our best seminar year. 2019 actually, if I had to probably look over my years as a director, it was probably one of my lowest years as a director that we had ever done. It was just one of those years that was just a bunch of big hiccups. Not that anything was totally wrong, but a lot of things just didn't go, all ducks didn't want to line up together. And yet that setup brought us to a new director. That year brought us to new people stepping up and being adoptees in our unit. That year brought us to personally 26 new people joined my personal team. That year brought us to 10 people recruiting. So sometimes just because everything that may not look like what you think it is, doesn't mean it isn't what you think it is. So I just want to kind of lay that out. The other part, before I announce our Miss Go Give, I just also want to personally thank each of you for being a part of this Pink Cadillac dream. Those of you who have known me longer know that this was not our first run at a pink Cadillac, but this was the first time that you guys enabled my belief in a miracle to step up. Because you've enabled me to be a better and more confident leader, because I felt like I was no longer taking a walk, but I was leading people, and people were willing to follow, and people were willing to try. So I just want to personally thank you. There is no words that can truly express how grateful I am to everybody that is in this unit. You each are so amazingly special, because you're taking your own journey and you're helping Mary Kay take you to wherever you want to take it, and you're willing to even allow it to take you on a detour to find something that you never knew you absolutely wanted. So I also, okay, so enough delay, enough of all of that. I want to say our Miss Go Give this year. For me, this lady has stepped up in ways. Not only has she loaned me more product than about anybody in the universe, or traded with me, I will be honest, there's been trade because, you know, convenience. She's taught me how to take care of wrapping. She has taught other people how to take care of themselves. She has not only set her own dreams, but she has set other people's dreams alive as well. She is one of those people that the more you get to know her, the more you get to love her. And one thing I love about this is that she's not even one of my own. Miss Suzette Oppenheimer, thank you for being our Miss Go Give. And yes, you get to now try to talk. Good luck.
You earned the tears.
Isn't it fun to try to have to talk through tears? Welcome to my universe.
Right? This has been such an amazing journey. I never in my wildest dreams thought Mary Kay would bring such wonderful women into my life and to just help me be a better me. It has been just amazing. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for being part of my family, and just thank you for walking with me. So,
absolutely.
All right, now I'm going to cry some more.
Okay, you go cry. It is a well-deserved cry. To have so many of you to make it that difficult for me to choose which one of you were going to do that. But I also just want to say, I am so proud of each of you for the way that you lift each other up. I am pretty confident that if I stepped out of here, you guys would still love each other to success. You guys would find a way to help make each other the best versions of yourself that you can. And of all the compliments in the universe, that's the biggest compliment, that you are willing to take that next step to help build each other up. So I am humbled to be your leader. I am thankful for all your achievements. I look forward to 2021 being not our best year yet. Okay, do we have some big shoes to cover? Absolutely. But you know what's so amazing about it is so probable, because you know what? If this is what can happen when one person attains her dream and becomes a director, can you imagine when 2 to 3 of you do it? And we've got Suzette leading the way, that she's about ready to enter into DIQ. Hey, if Sophia can do it, if Suzette can do it, is there really anybody on this screen who, if they make up their mind, they also can't do it? That is one of the things I love about Mary Kay the most. It's not about a zip code. It's not about a dress size. It's not about a skin color. It is simply about a belief factor. And do you know what God gave all of us? A belief factor. And just like that mustard seed was one of the smallest seeds there was, and it becomes the biggest of plants. You see, he planted in each of you that one thing. And I am so excited that 2020, one thing. 2021 thing. This is a year that each of you get to take your one thing and bloom it into the thing that helps others totally change the world. You know what? COVID is our miracle because it's brought us together on screen. It's allowed our mind to expand to our entire country that we can reach on, that we can unlove on. And it doesn't matter if we're in person or if we're on screen, it is our year for 2021 to be the one time that we get to make the biggest difference. Thank you so very much. Let's open up the mics. Let's have some fun, make some more comments. Let's hear some feedback of how you guys have enjoyed the 2020 year. Teresa, did you unmute? Are you ready to talk?
I did unmute, and
Yeah.
I'd say that, this has been an amazing year. I'm just so proud to be a part of your unit because you are an amazing leader, and just your growth and accomplishments this past year have really, that little bug is starting to get ignited under me. Okay, I'm, kind of slow, but, I really want some team members. Because it is fun, like Sophia said, to share with, because I have had them in the past, so it's been a long time. And it just such an amazing company and opportunity. And just, of course, with COVID, I can't physically be there, but, this can be done. Sophia has showed us that. And I'm just, I'm looking forward to 2021. So, and Mary, so much. Thank you for, having me as yours. I started saying adopted me because I had to say that my whole career until you.
And Teresa, you're one of those people. She's been in Mary Kay before. She's been in Mary Kay a lot longer than me. Things have happened, and she also was one of these people that chose me. She actually was out of Mary Kay long enough, 12 months, and waited so that I could be her director. That is humbling in various ways, because I know that means how much you trust me. And I will say 2021 is your year. It is your year that you're going to be back in red. It is your year that you not only are going to be selling and going to be staying that consistent star, but 2021 is the year that we see you radiate and bring those other team members with you. So I am very, very excited about that, Ms. Teresa.
Love you.
Love you.
All.
Miss Cassandra, I see your hand up. I'm going to go ahead and honor that if you want to unmute. I think that's maybe what you wanted.
I just love the sisterhood that this group has brought. I'm really happy for this opportunity. And I love playing with all these new products that Mary Kay has.
Yes, and I will throw that out. Remember that this is a month. Another reason to be consistent in July is that as directors, we know that next month is a new product month. So this is one of those months that you get TLC packages when you order in July. Another reason to be consistent. I'm just saying. Sophia and I do happen to know what some of those are. So just saying, but don't ask us because we can't tell you. Miss Judy, did you want to say something?
Yes, I am just, I'm kind of like Teresa. I'm hitting the road all over again. And I did finish up in my red jacket in June. So that was a big bonus to me. But sometimes life happens and you take 3 steps forward and 2 back, but you just have to keep going. And Sophia, I want to tell you that you and Suzette have been a big inspiration to me, because look what you've done. Look what you're doing. And I love it. So that gives me, you know, if you can do it, hey, it's there. So I'm going to, girls. We're all going in on this. Teresa, come on.
Excellent. Anybody else want to unmute and say something?
I do. I just want to say all you girls are just sharp, beautiful, wonderful women that we can all learn from each other. And I'm so excited for everybody that is brand new in the unit, because you're in for a good time and a lot of fun. You really are. This was probably the most fun that I never knew I was going to have. It was just a nice shot in the arm. I just love it. And I like the sisterhood, just like Cassandra was saying. And I love just sharing with all of y'all every week. So y'all are a great group of women. You really are.
Totally agree. And Suzette?
I just want to definitely second what Sophia has said, that I know each one of you women can do this, because like I said, I've been in Mary Kay for 19 years and I've only been working it for a year, because this is something I never would have thought I was going to do. I didn't want any part of selling Mary Kay. I just wanted to use it. And so, but once I made up my mind that it was something that could be done, it can be done. And I know each one of you can do that, and you can achieve this. You just have to literally make up your mind to do it and step forward. And I know each one of you could do it, because you're all beautiful women with beautiful souls, and you know, walking this journey together is definitely a doable thing. So you can do it.
Excellent. Yes. Anybody else like to have a chance? Have a chance? Speak now, forever hold your peace. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, Bazina.
Can I say something? Can you hear me?
Please. Absolutely.
Okay, ladies, you've been such a great blessing in my life, and meeting you, my pink evening, has been a highlight of my stressful week, because as you know, I also have a stressful job, and with COVID and with all the changes that happened in the world and in our lives, you know, you've been a light in the darkness. Meeting you and just being with you, with your sorry, my doggy, and you've been such a blessing. You've been my pink angels, and I'll be eternally grateful. And you inspire me to do better. And somebody once said that once your mind is expanded, it will never come back to its previous dimension. So I am going for the diamond ring, for the blue one, and I am going for the bumblebee this year. This is my goal. And directorship will come with it, because it's 24 people, right? But no, seriously, you guys really are wonderful, amazing, and friends for life. And Mary Kay is in my heart for life. Because someone once said that you can be in Mary Kay for a reason, for a season, or for a lifetime. I'm the third category.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you. And I love you. I love you guys so much. Thank you.
Yes, and we're so glad that you're part of it. So Starcatchers, thank you. Okay, so before I close, how do you see all the messages? How can you keep those amazing messages? So we're going to do a little Facebook training here. If you go over to your chat area, okay, you see where all the words are coming up on the chat, yes? There are 3 little dots. So it says, you know, it says to everyone, right? And then you see the 3 little dots. Is everybody seeing the 3 little dots? If you click on the 3 little dots, one of the things it says is save chat. Oh, look at that. Save chat will then save the chat to your computer. Isn't that, come on, give me credit. That's pretty cool.
What I'm supposed to do?
That's pretty cool, right? Yes, I thought that was one of my better ones that I could actually save. So just to kind of let you know. So if, I would encourage you to save those, read them back. I'd also want to say, LaToya, did you want to say something?
No. No, not today.
Okay. That was hearing bits and parts. I just want, if you want to say something, we were good.
No, it was blurring out, so I didn't get the steps to the Facebook
to save
tech that you were teaching.
To save the chat, you just go over to the chat bar where it says to everyone, and then there's a little square that's set with 3 little dots in it. Click on the 3 little dots, and one of your options is save. Okay. I'm going to also try, since we're recording this, I'm praying that I will have them saved as well. So if you didn't get it, let me know. I should be able to email them out. As we wrap up our awards night, I want to again say thank you for trusting me to be your leader. I want to say thank you that you have encouraged me to not only take a walk, but to know that God is calling me to a new level of leadership, and that you not only are my cheerleaders, but you're willing to help be the wind beneath my wings. I want to give that gift back to you because you know what? You know people that I do not know. And there are people out there that are desperately, and I mean word desperately looking for the sisterhood, that are desperately looking for hope, that are desperately looking for a stream of income, and that are desperately looking for the world to be a better place. And so I'm going to blow the wind back under your wings. It is time in 2021 that you have your one thing, that you live your miracle, and you go out and you change the world. If it is because you are selling product, if it is because you're sharing the opportunity, if it's because you are doing both, be that little light. Be that little light of hope. As the song said, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Shine because you are that. You are blessed and you are highly favored. That's what the world needs to know. Thank you guys so very, very much. We will be back on Monday night with our normal meeting. Tuesday night and Thursday night, we will be there for guest events. I cannot wait to see how we finish out July. I know some of you are having some of your best months ever. Some of you, it's like, I'm trying to find it. Guess what? We still have more than enough time to have our best month ever. If you don't believe me, think about if you try to be in labor for the last 5 days. I don't think any of us would sign up for that willingly. So let's have way more fun than giving birth for 5 days. And let's absolutely have our best time ever. I love you guys to the moon. You guys have a fabulously great night. Congratulations to all of our winners. Have fun opening your presents. Please, please post pictures. Now's the time to open presents and to post pictures all over. I cannot wait to see you open all your presents. I really wish I was with you to open them. So please post pictures all over. Love you guys.
Thank